Alright, another Cardfight Vanguard ranking. Today we're going back to the past, to the original series with the reverse units, the corrupted selves of our favorite units. And yes, this will also include Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth, since technically it counts as a reverse unit. And I'm going to be ranking these based on their designs, based on the anime appearances, and not by their abilities. No reverse cradle. And don't worry, the waifu designs are not going to be at the top because I'm not going to be ranking them number one just because of waifu. I am actually going with how awesome they look. And Glendios won't count since it's the controller of the reverse units. And I'll also be only ranking these as the reverse units themselves and not their base form. So other than that, let's begin our rankings of our 14 candidates. Not 15 because reverse cradle is not in the list. So on the bottom of my list, it is Almon Reverse. For a corrupted demon to be forced to evolve, Almon Reverse looks a lot like a tree with some hands on it. And it's also kind of a downgrade a little bit because it also lost his wings and where's his face? So yeah, not my favorite design for looking a lot like a dead tree. And now to number 13, it's Maelstrom Reverse. Yes, one of my favorite units is placed pretty much in the bottom of the list. As much as I really like Maelstrom Reverse's ability, I really do not like its full metallic design. Yes, I get that Maelstrom was already equipped with artillery, but the full-on mechanical design doesn't really work for me. Even if it's corrupted by Link Joker and pretty much equipped with the new Link Joker armor. And the head design also looks kind of weird too. Personally, I would prefer it to look a little more like Glory Maelstrom. Number 12, Hakivo Reverse. I say Hakivo Reverse's design isn't actually bad. I do like the armor looking design, and definitely looks like a ninja dragon, although in my standards, dragons must have wings. But joking aside, overall I do like Hakivo's design, his armor is pretty cool, and even the horns on his head. Number 11, Ramio Reverse. First off, I do like the idea of a light angel gets corrupted to a dark angel. I always like that. And I really like how her light skin turned into dark skin when she became reverse. I find that a little awkward. Shouldn't her armor just be corrupted? Her wings are pretty cool. Although I really think Ramio's hair design looks really weird and it doesn't really fit her, especially with that hat. I think it just looks a little ridiculous. I think she should instead have some horns on her ears and actually make it a little more menacing. But I do like the outfit. Oh, and the eye patch too. That actually makes me look nervous on a nurse. Number 10, Dauntless Domination Dragon Reverse. First off, I do like the design of Dauntless's armor, especially the cloak wings. I think that was a neat touch. Although the color scheme of being pretty much pure black doesn't really fit well with me. I think it should also have some red on it. Yes, it will look a little more like Link Joker, but that's kind of the point, because I think that will look a lot cooler with some red on it. Now for head design, Dauntless's head design is always weird to me, especially I don't even know where his mouth is at. Number 9, Cocytus Reverse. A necromancer with 6 arms. That's pretty scary, and he's undead as well. A lich with a lot of weapons. And I do also like the crown design as well. Makes him look pretty scary. Number 8, Maiden of Venus Trap Reverse. First off, waifu. I love her hair. Although I say she looks kind of weird with the glasses. Love the butterfly wings. Although in my opinion, I don't think the blue really fits her, considering that her outfit is mainly black and red in this form. So I think the maroon wings will probably look a little better. Just my opinion, but I overall like her design. Number 7, Reverse Dayusha. First off, I always like the idea of a heroic robot turning into a corrupted magical robot because they look pretty scary. And in fact, Reverse Dayusha does look pretty scary with that black paint, and essentially his voice essentially became a tyrant. The crown is pretty nice, the projected bow is pretty nice. The only problem I really have with Reverse Dayusha is that he's kind of filled with too much bulky armor. But that is kind of the point for Dimensional Police robots. But one thing I think that would make Reverse Dayusha look a lot cooler is actually looks like he's equipped with artillery. Of course, my opinion like usual. Number 6, Ashley Reverse. A pure heart to a broken heart. And also, waifu. I also really like the empty expression, making it look like she has been corrupted because she's supposed to be pure-hearted. Really love the dual lightsaber swords corrupted by Link Jokers. Although I really don't like the cloak hanging on the front. I think it should hang on the back so it looks more like she's a warrior. I do like the laser wings on her armor. And I think the goggles are kind of unnecessary. Although I would assume the goggles is what corrupted her. But overall, she looks gorgeous. Number 5. Leopold Reverse. Leopold is a wild beast, and being corrupted by Link Joker makes him look very scary. The corrupted armor design, even the blades on his head, especially the blades turning into blade-like wings. I think that was a pretty neat touch. And also the color scheme of a wild beast. Although I would say he does look a little mechanical, but it still looks very vicious. Number 4. Ethics Buster Reverse. The tiger-like design on it looks very awesome, especially when it's all corrupted. With all that bronze, I think it works so much better than Ethics Buster Extreme where it's all green. And it definitely looks like an overload machine, alright, with the color scheme actually making it look cool, a lot more than Reverse Dayusha in my opinion, with to me the right proportions because this one doesn't look bulky and it looks very powerful. Number 3. Lukia Reverse. First off, waifu, and it's a corrupted waifu too, which makes her look scary. I really love the red hair, it actually reminds me a lot of Shakugan no Shana, especially with the marks all over her body. I love the corrupted bits of that. And I also really like her outfit. Yes, it's revealing, I know, but her bottom half outfit looks pretty menacing. The only gripe I have is that she's missing her whip. Fitting for a queen. Number 2. The very first reverse unit. Voin Saber Dragon Reverse. Definitely looks like a huge upgrade to Voin Sword Dragon considering that Voin Sword looks super skinny and Voin Saber looks super buff, which is how a dragon should look in my opinion. And scary at that too for being corrupted. Love the armor design, the head design with the crown, the spinning black ring on his back, and just using dual swords is also an upgrade. Now I don't really like the sword designs, but overall armor design looks really cool, the head design looks really cool, the spinning ring on the back, but not really his wings. I think they're a downgrade to the original. Now number 1, the last one on the list, Dragonic Overlord the Rebirth, or the Reverse depending on you. First off, since the Rebirth is technically the resurrection of the End, all corrupted by Link Joker, I still really like it inherits most of its traits, like the 4 arms, especially the weapons. Love the dual wings, kept that from the End. The corrupted armor design looks amazing, although the bottom half does look a little bulky, I will admit, but it still looks really awesome on Overlord, especially it kind of gives more of a samurai feel in my opinion. I do love the head design, especially with the helmet. He just looks amazing overall, especially a more buffed up and more power up version of the End. And also, I like how the ring of the Rebirth is different from the other reverse units. Yeah, some of the other ones also have symbols on the rings too, but this one is actually visible to know that he does have symbols on his ring. Kinda makes him look like he's been resurrected. And now, if I were to include Omega Glendios in the list, I'll probably include him just under or above Lukia Reverse. So I haven't really decided on that yet, but that's mainly because I really like the armor design, looks really menacing. Especially it really looks like a world ender because it's purely made of negative energy, which that negative energy is essentially his body. And I really also like the head design too. That looks pretty awesome. I just can't decide, do I like this massive world-ending threat more or the waifu more. But overall it is awesome. So that's it for these rankings based on the design of the reverse units, and it is of course based on my opinion, so you can always have yours and go ahead and list down yours below on how you would rank these based on design and not ability. Because usually the newer card that it is, the stronger the ability would be, so it would be unfair if I did that. And also, what other reverse unit should have been made? Because 15 out of 24 clans got reverse units. Now we exclude Gear Chronicle because Gear Chronicle wasn't existing yet, we still got 8 remaining clans. And the closest ones to getting reverse units were Gold Paladins, which had 2 possible candidates, which was one being Azel, and another one being one of Aichi's main units that could have been either Ganslot or Alfred, or they could just go Blaster Blade if they want to do that. And then the other one would be Shadow Paladin, which could have been a Blaster Dark if they want to go there, but I would see it more as a corrupted Mordred to resurrect back the dead Phantom Blaster Dragon that is within him, which was revealed to be Drag Ruler Phantom. Really wish I'd get to see that, but overall, the reverse units were one of my favorite concepts ever in Vanguard, especially with the type of cost that they all have, locking your own rearguards to activate powerful abilities. I really love that concept. Wish we got a Link Joker archetype that does that is not Messiah, and I would mean more similar to Blaster Joker where you lock your own card to activate an ability, but who knows, we might eventually get one. But in that, have a nice day.